Hi. Retirement, yes or no? I've now been placing these videos on the subject of retirement for getting on towards a year now, and a lot of people watch them. For example, my record so far has been the video why it's best to retire early, and that is getting up towards 200,000 hits, and that's a good vanity thing. I like that. But what I'm going to talk about now is the comments that people place. On that one video alone, I've had 1,495 comments. Now, I realise that when I place these videos, I'm talking about things from my own perspective, my own experience in the long time I've been retired, coming up for 29 years next month. Now, what I've noticed is, and I'm generalising now, is I get comments from people who are coming up for retirement and will be retiring, comments from people who have no intention of retiring at all, and comments from people who are retired and really are enjoying it. What I've noticed about the people coming up for retirement is that they're usually very apprehensive. What's it going to be like? Can I manage it? Will my health hold out? But more importantly, most of them are thinking about the monetary side of it. Will I have enough money to get by, to survive? Because we know, once, most people anyway, when they step out of the office for the last time or step out of the workshop, they get that maybe a bit of a payoff as they leave, and they're probably as wealthy as they're ever going to be in their life from that point on. Unless, of course, they win lotto or somebody leaves them a few $1 million in a will. But that's pretty unlikely. So you can see where the apprehension is. When the income stops coming in, the worry, you think, will begin. So that's one way of looking at it. The people who are not yet retired, coming up for retirement, don't see that they're going to have enough income to survive and are worried about that. The other side of the coin are those who are already retired. And of those who are already retired, I've noticed, and I would say 90% at least, probably 95%, are very happy with their lots. They say, I wish I'd done this before. I should have done this earlier. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I'm really enjoying my life now, and so it goes on. So you can see the two different aspects. Coming up for retirement, the worry about what it's going to be like. Getting into retirement, the transition phase, once you get past the honeymoon phase of going on maybe a bit of a holiday, what am I going to do now with the rest of my life? This is the general trend. Of course, there are a few people, as I said, who say that they enjoy their work and are never going to retire. I'll go out in a pine box, they say. Not really, because they will reach a stage where they're so infirm that they can't do their work. This is the phase known as the no-go phase. First of all, we retire, we have the go-go phase, plenty of energy. That lasts for a few years, maybe 15, 20 years. And then it's the go slow stage. Still getting around, but no overseas holidays and skydiving and that sort of thing. And then, of course, as I said, the no-go, where you're virtually confined to your home, maybe even to a hospice room, who knows. But I'm not going to dwell on that. What I'm going to say is this. It seems to me that those who are not yet retired are really worried about the transition phase. It's change. Now, in this book, this is a book recommended by Azol. I watch Azol on YouTube occasionally. He's a very good financial accountant and also specialises in retirement. Far more qualified than I am. Here's the book. From Strength to Strength by Arthur C. Brooks. And Arthur C. Brooks talks about how we go through, around about in our middle age, a bit of a crisis where we realise we're getting slower. Not just physically slower, but our mental abilities, quick reflexes, creativity isn't what it used to be. And this is when people can become panicky. This is when we really know that our liquid intelligence, as he calls it, this is Brooks's term, liquid intelligence, gradually becomes crystallized intelligence. Now, crystallized intelligence is a curve that grows into our later age in life. This is when we can use our skills, our teaching skills, our wisdom, what we have learned. Letting go of our own ego once and looking at about what we can do with what we've learned over a lifetime to help other people. And this is the key to happiness. Finding out what we've loved to do in the past and keep learning about it even though we're getting slower at it. We can now teach people what we've learned. And there is sheer joy in that. Sheer joy. Perhaps that's what I'm doing now when I teach, when I try to, maybe not teach, but talk about my own retirement, long retirement, in which I've done many, many things. You too can do many, many things in retirement. Find out what gives you joy and give it all away to other people. As you do it, you really enjoy it and you'll love it. Retirement, okay, you worry about it before you are retired, but once you're in it, once you settle in, these can be, and often are, the best years of our lives.